Well, here we are in week 7. This week's lecture is on designing brand identity applications, advertising, and promotional design. For this week, we are going to be using Tesla as your something to look at while this lecture is going on. And they do have some brand extensions, which would include SpaceX. So, designing brand identity applications, advertising, and promotional design. Today, the technical advances one brand may have over its competitors are copied more easily and faster than a few years ago. Sometimes the only difference between rival products is the content and the form of their advertising image. From now on, advertising is an intrinsic part of the product itself. It's not enough for people to be aware of a brand or group. For a brand to be a success, and this may sound obvious, people have to be fond of the brand or group. Ultimately, people have to buy and keep buying the brand for it to be a success. For a group, people have to take some kind of supportive action. The initial desire to buy a brand or support a group may come from the graphic impact of the brand identity. The heavier promotion to buy a brand or the call to action comes from the advertising and promotional design. The same is true for a group. Whether the group is a social organization, arts organization, company, commodity, or social cause, it is the advertising of whatever kind that keeps a group, issue, or cause alive in the audience's mind. If the brand stewards are working in unison, then the advertising agency should be working from a strategy similar to that of the branding group, whether it was a designing firm or brand group in an ad agency. There should be a unified message and an integrated solution where consistency of message, consistency of tone, consistency of visual appeal, and brand voice is seen in the branding, the advertising, and the promotional applications. So when advertising the brand, definitely there's a crossover in the function of brand identity and advertising in establishing a brand's essence and presence. That is brand building. Advertising is the generation and creation of specific visual and verbal messages constructed to inform, persuade, promote, provoke, or motivate people on behalf of that brand. Both the brand identity and the advertising act to 1. Differentiate the brand from the competition. 2. Foster perception of the brand as possessing quality. 3. Keeping the brand thriving. That means to anticipate trends, ensure sustainability, and periodically revitalize or reincarnate the brand. Branding is about effectively communicating a brand's value and difference and creating a desire to buy it. This is where the promotional design and advertising come into dominant play. The brand's advertising, look, and feel is the primary compelling factor that grabs a viewer's initial glance. The amusing ads for Bell Mobility West get our attention and keep our interest long enough to communicate the brand message. Knowing one's audience is paramount when establishing a look and feel that is communicated primarily through the advertising. Okay, so such as the Dramatic Advertising Council public service advertising campaigns aimed at teens, teen dating abuse, and so on and so forth. The advertising serves the public interest. The objectives of these ads are education and awareness of significant social issues in an effort to change the public's attitudes, to change the public's behaviors, and to stimulate positive social change. In order for the brand identity, promotional design, and advertising to be effective, of course, the group or the company behind the brand must create a good product or service, support the advertising claims and brand promise, practice sustainability, stay out of trouble, treat their employees, customers, clients, audience, competitors, suppliers, and partners well. Sometimes the advertising can be far better than the rest of the branding experience, and consequently will have less impact on an audience due to the lack of merit across the entire brand experience. The reverse can also be true. Full impact is then impossible. That's why focused brand management is an imperative. Effective promotional design and advertising for a brand does the following. Positions the brand to add value to people's lives. Builds branding that is relevant to people's lives. Creates a bond between the brand and the viewer. Endures itself to people. Touches people emotionally. Makes people embrace a brand. Fortifies desire and prompts people to buy and keep buying. Respects its audience. Communicates shared values with its audience. Communicates shared life experience with its audience, promoting the audience member to think, hey, they know me. They know what I want. Creates promotional and advertising vehicles that support one another and keep the viewer coming back for extra information, tips, help, premiums, and in some cases, fun. So why advertise? If a brand is not advertised, we may not notice it or we may forget it. There's so much intense competition that a brand cannot depend entirely upon word of mouth or rest on its laurels. According to some experts, a brand or social cause must be rejuvenated or perhaps reborn frequently in today's capricious marketplace. Even a commodity such as milk needs to be fashionably cool to stay alive in the audience's mind, as evidenced by the effective Milk Mustache campaign of Got Milk. Got Milk is a powerful call to action. Market Development Manager of the Milk Development Council, John Taylorson, says, "We think it will add great value to our milk and marketing efforts." Got Milk has grown into one of the most successful brands in America, says Jeff Manning, Executive Director of California's Milk Processing Board. Its expansion overseas reinforces that Got Milk is a property, not a tagline. Brand and advertising promises. In order to differentiate a brand and to endear it to the consumer, the advertising must do many things at once. The advertising tagline should be unique to the brand and embody the brand essence. The advertising idea should show off the uniqueness of the brand. The brand should differentiate itself with a promise that the competition is not claiming. The advertising must relate to the audience's desires. And of course, the bottom line of all advertising is the call to action, to create the desire to buy or generate a call to action. So advertising applications. Some advertising acts as the primary communication, such as print advertising for Shimano. They're a gear and brake manufacturer for bicycles. Okay, sometimes outboard boards reinforce ads that we see in magazines and newspapers, as in the campaign for Telluride, and still other ads are created solely for billboard display. Today, unconventional advertising applications are combining principles of promotional design with advertising in media events. Unconventional advertising, also called guerrilla advertising or non-traditional marketing, is advertising that ambushes the viewer. It appears or is placed in unpaid media in the public environment, places and services where advertising doesn't belong. When effective, the applications such as costume street teams, dogvertising, stickers, dry cleaning bags imprinted with ads, calendars, pizza box ads, viral websites, ads on the packs of sports chewing gum, bags that wrap newspapers for home delivery, and urinal mats, or any other unusual application help build brands. Unconventional applications can be as engaging as the creative minds generating them. In the U.S., the Warner Brothers Network included a free DVD of the premiere episode of its new drama, Jack and Bobby, inside Entertainment Weekly magazine, as well as running it online for AOL subscribers. For the ABC series Lost, the promotional campaign included the distribution of 1,000 bottles with lost messages inside at beaches in California, New Jersey, and New York. Television advertising. If commercials are considered films, then their status is elevated. There certainly is more of a chance to get viewers to watch a film than a commercial, and to appreciate the brand. Consider Ridley Scott's 4.5-minute commercial. Thunder Perfect Mind debuted in the Berlin Film Festival in 2005. Thunder Perfect Mind, starring Daria Werbowie, was created to introduce Prada's new fragrance. Ridley Scott, an esteemed veteran feature film and commercial director, collaborated on it with his daughter Jordan and Prada. For Chanel No. 5, Nicole Kidman starred in a 3-minute film directed by the venerated Baz Luhrmann. No. 5, the film, works towards associating Chanel No. 5, the brand image, with the glamour of Hollywood. Following the Luhrmann film for Chanel No. 5, in some venues, it is a 25-minute documentary on the making of the film. In the early days of television, brand executives realized the potential for endearing their brands to consumers by sponsoring entertainment programs. By the 1950s, Texaco Star Theater, Colgate Comedy Hour, and Skippy brand peanut butter You Asked For It television show, Kraft Television Theater, and Hallmark Hall of Fame were brands that had their own television programs, among many others. Later on, as advertisers purchased separate segments, often in 1 or 2 blocks of time, of television shows rather than in the entire program. Now corporations continue to sponsor television programs, as well as sponsoring many other experiences, from sporting events to theatrical shows. Becoming most popular, paid product placements in television programs and commercial films proliferate as advertisers fear that the viewers are actually starting to skip television commercials. This type of embedded advertising, placing products in the television shows or in the films or theatrical plays, or having brands built into the storyline, is called branded entertainment. It is also called paid placement, branded or sponsored entertainment, and is also known as brand advertising or advertainment. Creatively used to be think out inside the box, then it was think outside the box. Now there's no box. So we clearly see an example of that in Sex and the City, with the hunk vodka thing. Building relationships. Give people a reason to have a relationship with a brand. Understanding one's audience is crucial to creating effective advertising. Whether the campaign utilizes traditional print, outdoor, and broadcast media, unconventional tactics, or a music video, their target audiences related with the following campaigns because the creative professionals developed relevant strategies with a clear understanding of how to touch people, as well as how to give people solid motives for choosing the brands. For Diesel brand, Kiss Kramer has campaign after campaign, creating humorous, tongue-in-cheek advertising that appeals deeply to the target audience. Renegade Marketing Group's objective was to make HSBC's position as the world's local bank tangible, aiming at savvy New Yorkers. Their insights, real New Yorkers pride themselves on their local knowledge, and taxis are an important part of their lives, led Renegade to the HSBC Bank Cab program. Designing advertising to meet brand needs. Every ad attempts to influence someone somehow. And every ad or promotional application, whether it's a poster or a logo stamped pizza box, has two main audiences, the brand users and the undecided. One promotional may sway a viewer, though it is usually the cumulative effect of the brand experience that converts the majority of the undecided. To generate a trial of Citibank's See To It electronic money transfer service, Renegade demystified this online service by bringing See To It directly to the community with captivating activities as cultural events to help overcome fears and build trust. Renegade has helped See To It engage the various targets in their respective communities. Whether you're working with a new carrier of content or a traditional one, brand identity applications, advertising, and promotional design applications should work in seamless concert. Based on this, they should cooperatively communicate a brand message, have a similar feel and meaning, possess the deliberate and definite brand voice, work in harmony to present a consistent brand look and feel, have similar tone and voice in all verbal communications, support each other either directly or indirectly. Advertising campaigns. A brand advertising campaign concept should be elastic enough to accommodate several ads, and your design solution should be expandable. That is, it may be necessary to create many ads for one campaign based on a central thought. The brand core concept, brand essence, and advertising idea should be communicated through the design of a campaign where the iconic quality of the brand is captured. So what makes a campaign work? Viewers will make a visual and or verbal connection to the brand. Each individual ad continues to build the brand. It is unique to the brand. The idea makes sense for the brand. The advertising idea or theme is elastic. The main thrust of the idea could work across all media, to include social media. Each successive ad maintains viewer interest and continuity. It increases awareness and the emotional bond with the target audience. Advertising creatives more than ever before are experimenting with the nature of ads. The day of thinking that television will carry the entire brand image are over. Promotional design. Some visual communication professionals consider advertising to be promotional design, which means advertising has the highest degree of promotion among all types of graphic design. Promotional design is graphic design that functions to introduce, sell, or promote products, ideas, or events. Promotional designs include posters, websites, CD covers, brochures, web banners, press kits, special kits, giveaways, wearables, invitations, announcements, merchandise catalogs, guerrilla applications, DVDs, music videos, unconventional applications, and any other possible ingenious application used to promote brands. Promotional design can encompass an enormous range of solutions and can be executed in a variety of media. So what is the goal of promotional design? The main goal in creating successful communication is to get people's attention. Goals and measuring success vary. Sometimes they are difficult to quantify. When speaking about or discussing what constitutes good design, it is very subjective. Most goals usually are to boost sales and help to create good corporate image. Promotional design solutions can be elaborate, containing several design features that act as one promotion, as in the direct mail solution for Broadway Tech Center, a huge, comprehensive, and integrated campus comprising extensive office premises and a warehouse area, or the extensive paper promotion for Curious Paper Collector by Viva Dolan. Since 1991, Viva Dolan has been the exclusive branding design agency for Arjo Wiggins Fine Papers in North America. Viva Dolan formulated strategy and branding for the company. When designing for a professional audience of graphic designers and art directors, the solution must be particularly creative, since the people who are the audience for the paper promotions are so creative themselves. As a design or advertising application, posters can serve many purposes depending upon the purpose. One could consider a poster to be an advertisement or a promotional design or art. Many people hang posters in their homes. On behalf of Canadian Cancer Society, Rethinks ads grab our attention with a humorous visual verbal message. As we watch moving graphics, we often forget the impact they have, and that they, including trailers and openers, are promotional applications as much as informational. As part of an ongoing collaborative with RES Media, Trollback Plus Company executed a comprehensive branding campaign for the International Digital Film Festival, ResFest 2002. The campaign included a trailer and opener for the popular festival, as well as banners, t-shirts, programs, logos, and other branded items. Ever since the enormous success of the I Want My MTV campaign created by George Lewis in 1982, music videos have become an indelible part of the entertainment industry, not to mention pop culture. Launched in 1981, MTV originated the concept of continuous format music video programming. Promotional videos became requisite for most popular recording artists. When a designer creates a music video, the promotion can be a mini-film. Self-promotional design can take various forms, from single-formatted printed postcards to web-based films. Cause-related marketing, or cause advertising, is a particular category of public service advertising that is used to raise funds for nonprofit organizations, which is run in paid media and sponsored by corporations. What differentiates cause-related marketing from public service advertising is that some type of commercial nature is maintained by affiliation with a corporation or by promoting a corporation's brand. Cause-related marketing enables companies to partner with a charity to promote an image, product, or service. Corporations are embracing the idea of taking action on behalf of social causes while promoting their brands. Companies such as Ralph Lauren, Starbucks, Procter & Gamble, Ben & Jerry's, and Timberland. To ensure respect for their efforts, companies must live up to their promises of contributing to promoted causes, as well as acting ethically towards their employees, audience, and partners, working towards sustainable design practices and respecting environmental concerns. Digital advertising and promotional design. Networked appliances and media have become ubiquitous. Mobile phones with text messaging and email access, CD-ROMs, kiosks, and other electronic exhibit systems, interactive posters, intranets, extranets, digital marketing, and rich media banners are as commonplace as print and broadcast media. Countless interactive vehicles for communication offer endless possibilities for accessing information, and we are constantly being entertained at every turn, either by our mobile phone or an in-store kiosk, or any of those examples I just gave. The internet has also changed business and the way we gather information. Globally, 24/7, one can check in on a corporate website, browse online for a car, research a social cause, find information on a disease, or check out a viral or entertaining promotional website at any time. For several years, we have been embracing this. As with any medium, knowing one's audience is critical. Offering unparalleled opportunities, the internet allows a brand to build consumer loyalty while fostering emotional connections with an audience. Usually other media, such as print or television advertising, will support online efforts and can effectively drive people to the web. Or other media can form an integrated campaign. As a branding tool, the web is still relatively young. Its potential can only be imagined. Websites, in their most fundamental role, are a base for building online relationships with an audience. Having a home base, a corporation, brand, or group must think beyond home base. That is, beyond having just an overview or corporate information online. A website can act as a host to an array of interesting branding vehicles, whether it's for a brand, a group, a social cause, whatever. Interestingly, for audiences who hold some disdain for advertising and brand promotions hurled at them on television or in traditional advertising and promotional venues, the web allows this type of viewer to seek out that kind of advertising. Specialty websites. Whether it's a social networking website, viral marketing, or a parody site, relationships between users and a brand, group, or cause can prosper online. Unlike the more fleeting experience in a retail environment or watching a television commercial. For example, the United States' largest advertiser, Procter & Gamble, is promoting its Secret Sparkle deodorant on the social networking site myspace.com. It is an experimental promotion using music stars' personal profiles, essentially a profile of the highly successful American singer actress Hilary Duff is featured on the myspace.com homepage, accompanied by logos for Secret Sparkle, an extension of the Secret brand. Pursuing new marketing methods, ones that foster peer-to-peer marketing, is critical for winning some audiences. You will have to go where the audience is. If they're online, then that's your vehicle. Of course, there are concerns about privacy. Will marketers want to track a user's communication among friends and online contacts? Renegade Marketing Group created viral marketing for Panasonic that completely engaged its target audience. Their main objectives were to extend the offline Save Your Summer experience that Renegade created, capture names and build relationships, and position Panasonic as a cool, hip brand with younger consumers. To meet these objectives, Renegade Marketing Group created a multi-tiered online experience, including a very engaging, fictitious parallel site called peopleagainstfun.org, which was the viral marketing component. ad blogs. The term blog is derived from the term weblog, which is, in many varieties, an online journal where someone records thoughts and opinions that may inspire comments from readers. Some people use blogs as open diaries. Others use a blog as a home base for commentary or a specific topic with web sources linked to related areas of concern. It didn't take long for brands to use the blog format to attempt to communicate directly with the respective audiences. As Seth Stevenson points out, from a marketing perspective, blogs make perfect sense. They are cheap to produce, immersive, and interactive. It's easy to measure their readership and response rates. For small companies, blogs are a quick and dirty promotional tool that cuts out the middleman. For big companies, blogs are a tool of humanization, an informal, chatty, down-to-earth voice amid the din of bland corporate speak. Content-rich offerings. Some brands are partnering with content providers to offer visitors vital information and research sources. For example, Microsoft Network partnered with content providers to launch a specialized health site, healthmsn.com. The content comes from esteemed institutions such as the Mayo Clinic, Harvard Medical School, and others. The site has interactive tools such as diet calculators among its features, along with content and search functions. The website explains MSN Health and Fitness is a comprehensive, interactive source providing information, tools, and support for the health-conscious consumer. In a highly competitive online environment, many businesses are offering new benefits, including content-rich websites to enhance their appeal. Financial service companies such as Citigroup, the Vanguard Group, and E-Trade are offering content and interactive financial investment tools such as stock quotes, retirement calculators, and investment tutorials that they believe will satisfy their investors' needs. Interestingly, the challenge on the web is to provide content in a very timely fashion. Unlike designing a brochure where websites thought of as online brochures, this necessitates dedicated website professional teams on a permanent and consistent basis. Knowing what the visitor wants and anticipating user desires is all important when offering such content. A brand and a group is represented by a website. If a site design is cluttered, amateurish looking, or carries no visual impact or interest and doesn't function well, the brand or organization may seem likewise. If the design and concept of the website are well conceived, functional, and intriguing, the public perception of the company may be positive. So there you go. There is week 7, covering advertising and promotional design. Have a great day. Bye-bye.